So as the Lexapro started to really kick in, I was having a lot of... Hi guys, I am Lauren Kramer. I'm going to talk about my antidepressants, a little update, as well as my experience, just kind of reviewing everything that's happened since my last video. The old video is a little long-winded because I talk about really why I decided to start on an antidepressant, and that is that probably could have gone on for hours because I was talking about my whole cancer journey. So I'm not going to talk about that much today. I'm just going to be strictly talking about my experience and what medications I have been on, what I am on now, and what I will be taking. So I just want to start off by saying it's a lot. Taking antidepressants isn't an easy decision. If you're watching this, it's probably because you're trying to make a decision on what to do, or if you're taking the medications as well, you just kind of want to know what others' experience is, to know what to potentially expect, or to release some anxiety of your own with making this change in your life. And this is why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to kind of be therapeutic for me, because I've been in your shoes. I've looked up videos to know other people's experience, so it would take the anxiety away from me. So I'm here to do that for you today. Just getting right to it, I started on Paxil originally. That was just short and sweet, a really great drug. And I loved it because I felt really at peace. I think all my anxieties went away. I think that it allowed me a good quality sleep. I think that it did what it needed to do for me. Cut to the end when I stopped taking it. I stopped taking it because of a decision me and my doctor made just based on my medical history. So then I switched to Lexapro. So that's kind of where I left off in my last video. I want to talk a little bit about my Lexapro experience. It wasn't that long. I apologize in advance. There's a lot of sounds happening right now. My dogs make a lot of noise. I'm making elderberry syrup in a gigantic pot and it's crackling over here. Anyway, so Lexapro. So I'm still currently taking Lexapro. I switched over to it by decreasing my Paxil to 10 milligrams and staying on Paxil 10 milligrams for 10 days, and then starting Lexapro 10 milligrams, overlapping that for 10 days, and then stopping the Paxil and continuing the Lexapro for 10 days. Now, I want to say my experience with that overlap was amazing, because I had gone off Paxil once before and the withdrawal was not fun. Felt like it lasted forever. I ultimately went up back on Paxil. So I was really nervous about getting off Paxil the second time, but with the Lexapro on hand, I think that really helped. I had like a day or two where I noticed minor things that reminded me of the withdrawal from the first time, but legitimately not enough to even really speak about here. But I'm trying to be very detailed and candid with you because I want to give you the most information that I have. Maybe a little brain zap here or there, minimal brain zap, not like an aggressive one, which I've had before, enough where it didn't affect my day. So that is amazing, because I know a lot of people are nervous about withdrawals and switching medication. So for me, this was a huge win. So I get on the Lexapro and life kind of continues as normal. I was like, okay, like this is going to be pretty seamless. Although I did notice right off the bat, once I dropped the Paxil, I started to become tired over a few weeks. So as the Lexapro started to really kick in, I was having a lot of drowsiness, and it wasn't linear throughout the day. It would kind of ebb and flow, and as the day went on, I got more tired and more tired, to the point of where I couldn't keep my eyes open some days. And I think that was definitely the adjustment phase, because it got a little better over time, but it never fully went away. So you know, as I'm a stay-at-home mom, I run my own business. I have 2 little crazy toddlers that are home with me. I can't really be sleeping in the middle of the day. My husband's at work at night, sleeps during the day. So I don't really have that opportunity, but I almost couldn't avoid it just because of how tired I was. Like I said, that faded over time to where I didn't have to sleep all the time, but then depending on how the day went or how the night went, because I'm not always sleeping as well because of my toddlers, I sometimes needed it. And that was something that really affected me negatively over time, just because I feel like when I'm not being productive, I am not my best self. And being tired makes me not productive. Now, I try to give myself grace. I try to allow myself space to relax, because I know sometimes it's hard for me to truly relax. And I think I did a good job. But if you look at the big picture of me being on Lexapro, I feel like it took my motivation down a notch in some realms, and it also made me more tired, kind of coupling together and making like a little bit of a scenario that's not good for me. And also, I think my weight shot up even more from when I was on Paxil. So I did gain weight on Paxil, not enough to like truly upset me yet. And then once I got onto Lexapro, I think I shot up maybe another 10 pounds, which was in a short period of time, which is crazy. I don't know what happened. I almost like felt it overnight. Like I woke up and I was like, oh, what is that? There's an extra layer of something there. So that was a really hard thing for me, because I am an active person. I do try to watch what I eat. I didn't have motivation to cook anymore. Go all day without eating, and then I'd want to eat everything in the evening, which is not great. I don't like that. I want to be someone who's prepared. You know, it's not me. So that was something that really stuck out to me, and I wanted to talk to my doctor about. The weight gain I wanted to talk to my doctor about, because it's something that it's not healthy, and it's something that affected me and my mental health. Or affects me in my mental health, because I feel like I am stuck. My whole body just feels like not my own. That's crazy. It's only been 3 months that I've been on Lexapro, and I'm already getting off of it. I thought it was for sure it was like 5 months. So in speaking with my doctor today, we hashed out a lot of things in regards to my medical health, which it's gotten crazy over the last few years. She brought up 2 options, and one of the options was increase your dose of Lexapro, which immediately I was in my head, I was like, no, immediately no. Because I already don't like how I feel. I don't really like how it's going, so why would more of it be better for me? Her rationale was that if you're actually experiencing more depressive symptoms, which I don't believe I am, then maybe it's that we have to address versus the medication. Her other option, which is the option I am taking, is to get off Lexapro and try Wellbutrin. Right now, I'm like welcoming it full force, because I just want to feel good. I want to advocate for myself. I want things to work, and it's not always going to work the first time around. It's the first medication you're on isn't always going to work. You know, in the beginning, I naively thought Paxil would be everything I needed, and to some degree it was, but ultimately it wasn't, because I am unable to take it anymore. So needless to say, I had to try some more, and I just think being open-minded about it all is extremely important, because having specific expectations with any medication you're on, whether they be good or bad, is going to set you up for some kind of failure, in the sense of worrying, number one, and also let down if it's something you expect it to be really good. Trying to be open-minded and be logical and decide whether you're going to give it a go and see how it works, and decide for yourself if you're going to choose to pay attention to the factors and advocate for yourself that this is not working for me, or if it is working for you. And just be open about it with your doctor. Communicate. It's important to communicate to your doctor. At least these are all the things I'm telling myself. So I'm starting Wellbutrin tomorrow. I definitely plan on doing a review video for Wellbutrin in the future, because I am here for you, and I want to update everybody that wants to know others' experience. My doctor also just prescribed me a fast-acting anxiety medication, just in case I need it for the initial part of Wellbutrin, because a lot of people, or she mentioned that a lot of her patients experience kind of more anxiety in the beginning part. I'm really going to try to be mindful of it and be aware, and if I need to, take this medication, because I really want to see it through and see how it truly works after the initial side effect phase happens. So yeah, that's really it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I would love to have like a little community of people who kind of chat about their experiences and what works for them. We're all here for each other, so that is ultimately why we make these videos, right? Side note, if you're still watching and you watch my videos, thank you, I appreciate you. I have a lot of content ideas up in my brain. I'm trying to show up as much as I can and give back as much as I can, and hopefully when I feel awesome on Wellbutrin, I'll be able to get a little bit more organized and get to it. So yeah, just stay tuned, bear with me, and thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.